Hi, my name is Samuel James Price, and I run the show called The Crypto Lifer Show. And every single day I am live here doing what I do. And what I can talk about is the news in Web3, crypto, fintech, and more. And I'm excited to give you a 3 to 5 minute segment that'll blow your mind. Solana-based stablecoin remittance gets a boost with CFX Lab Refresh. 9.5 million fundraised to expand globally. Remittances are one of the most compelling use cases for stablecoins, offering fast, non-stop settlements and cheap transactions, sending money across, like places like Western Union. U.S.-based fintech firm CFX Labs disclosed Wednesday that it raised $9.5 million in seed investments to expand its Solana blockchain stablecoin payment and remittances network globally. The fundraising was oversubscribed, the firm said in a press release, with Shima Capital. Yeah, everyone wanted to get in. Kraken Ventures, New Form Capital, and more. Remittances are one of the most compelling use cases for stablecoins, as transactions of the blockchain can settle almost instantly, offer lower fees, and are open 24/7. And Visa taps Solana and USDC stablecoin to boost cross-border payments. We went over that yesterday. That's also a big deal. Look out for CFX Labs and see what's happening. I don't know if that's the exact coin CFX. I'll do my research for that, but it probably is. Tokenization firm Supergate gets $14 million investment to bring traditional funds on chain. Dude, the company has earmarked the funds for team expansion, creating private funds for international investors and crafting framework for tokenized public funds and U.S. citizens. It's a big deal. Superstate focuses on developing regulated, compliant investment vehicles using public blockchains that U.S.-based investors are able to access. The company, helmed by Robert Leshner, founder of decentralized finance lending platform Compound, has earmarked the funds for team expansion. So you can see there's guys that are really smart in TradFi that were already building in the background. They're building so much when it all comes and gets together, they can see the big picture. These guys are geniuses. Way smarter than me, these guys that build behind the scenes. I'm just a beautiful voice, right? But these guys are the man. You know what I mean? IRS rated by cryptos investors industry puts up fight against a tax proposal. The proposal to establish U.S. tax regime for digital assets has drawn a stunning 120,000 comments. The Internal Revenue's audio-only hearing today will draw views from crypto industry on what threats the digital asset advocates seeing embedded and proposed new tax approaching contemplated for cryptocurrencies. The concerns include user privacy, the scope of crypto entities that would have to report transaction information, and the inclusion of stablecoins, and whether the proposal implies anything about whether digital assets should be counted as securities. They're gathering final words now from a crypto sector that is arguing the agency proposal for digital asset taxation regime is an existential threat to the investor privacy and to decentralized crypto projects. And that battle will continue. Ethereum platform Infura step towards decentralization includes Microsoft and Tencent. Dude, Infura from Ethereum developer Consensus is so dominant it has been cast as a single point of failure. Now it's creating a decentralized infrastructure network to help protect against outages. Dude, when I hear the word Tencent in the same time as Microsoft, those are behemoths. That's a big deal. The broad strokes of how Infura works are not changing under its new program, at least not yet, and it may seem a bit out of stretch for Infura to call its hand-picked network of infrastructure partners as decentralized. However, the first new Infura feature to come from DIN could go a long way towards helping the platform address one of the biggest challenges it currently faces around reliability. So that's just one thing to talk about too. And I like seeing Tencent and Microsoft with Infura. You might want to kind of Google Infura and find out what's happening there. Bang, bang, bang.